Before we get into this episode of Techie Tea, we have an exciting announcement. New in March, all mugs are dishwasher safe, our travel mugs are insulated and fit standard car cup holders, and proceeds go towards supporting and growing the Techie Tessie community. Now let's get on to the video. Welcome to another episode of Techie Tea. My name is Tess, and today we're going to be talking about where to start on your programming journey. So, grab a cup of tea and let's get started. And links to where you can get these Techie Tea mugs will be in the description below. So I've created a little simple flowchart here, mostly just to keep me on track, but so you guys can follow along too. So when thinking about starting your programming journey, sometimes you'll have a particular field, language, or technology you want to learn in mind. If so, get straight to it. Check out the playlists on our Techie Tessie channel. We have playlists about web development, programming basics, all sorts. And if you guys want other playlists, if you guys have a topic in mind that you'd like to suggest, leave a comment below and we'll make videos about that. But also, you might not have a particular route in mind, and that's perfectly okay. And when you know you want to get into this field but aren't sure where to go, ask yourself why you want to get into this field. Sometimes you just want to get into the field because A, it's relevant, and B, it's well paid, which is perfectly fine. But what initially piqued your interest? Did you watch a movie? Like, did you watch the TV show iRobot, for example, and watched a hacking scene and you thought the aesthetic was cool? Even that can tell you a lot, because if you're interested in aesthetics, you could take a more design approach. Or if you're interested in like the actual hacking scene itself, they mostly use the terminal. And so you could start learning about the Linux terminal, for example. So that's a good pinpoint, like figuring out what actually piqued your initial interest and digging a little deeper into that and finding out what tools and technologies were actually used, say, for example, in the movie scene that sparked your interest. And that can be a good starting point. For me personally, I started learning about programming in high school, and the very first experience I had with that was building a website. And so to do that, I used HTML and CSS, and that led me down that route. And then I started getting into things like JavaScript, which got me more interested in actual programming languages. And so I decided to teach myself Python. And long story short, I got into university, and here we are today. All of the programming basics videos I have on this channel are languages that I know. And so if you guys want to see videos on other types of languages, let me know and I will start learning them for you, because obviously I'm here to teach you guys, but I'm also learning so much from you guys as well. So let me know if there are any other languages you'd like me to cover, and I will love to dig deeper into that as well. And obviously this guide isn't a be-all and end-all. It's just, I feel like, a nice, simple, broken down way to start, because when you get into this field, a lot of information can be thrown at you at once and you don't quite know where to begin or where to settle. And you don't want to split your attention span too much too early. You know, you don't want to learn like 5 different programming languages at once. And that's another thing. Once you've learned the basics of one programming language, it's so much easier to go on to learn the rest. It's like languages. If you've learned, say, for example, one Latin language, like if you've learned French, it's so much easier to then learn Spanish and English, for example. It's the exact same with programming. Once you have a basic foundation of one language, it's so much easier to delve into the rest. I hope you enjoyed this short but sweet episode of Techie Tea. Keep the code coming, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!